I've made it back from QuiltCon. I had a ton of fun. It was overstimulating, but it was a lot of fun. I got to catch up with some old friends. I got to meet some new friends. It was just a lot of excitement. The first thing I did when I got there, besides be flabbergasted at the sheer quantity of people there, was I went down to the sewing dock booth to visit my friends Paul and Andy, who I hadn't seen since last QuiltCon. It was a little amusing because I just walked up to their booth and there were there was somebody there already talking to them, and they happened to turn to see me, and they both ran and attacked me to give me a hug. And I was like, I don't mean to interrupt. I know you're here to talk to them, but I also haven't seen them in a year, and I didn't tell them I was coming. So it was a great surprise for them. They were excited. I roamed through the vendor area just to get my bearings and try to get my senses down a little bit because my ADHD plus all the stimuli was a little much at times. I ended up stepping out for a little bit. Then I got caught back up with some friends. We walked around the vendor floor. I bought a few things. I ended up buying about 21 pounds worth of things, and the only reason why I know this is because I weighed it. I was told, most people say this in yardage, but I bought kits and I bought books, neither of which I can easily say is a certain amount of yardage. And I haven't totaled up how much I spent yet because, yeah, I'm a little terrified to look at how much I spent. But it was a lot of fun. On Thursday, I mostly did vending. On Friday, I did looking at quilts. There was a lot of gorgeous quilts. I don't necessarily want to, talk about which ones are my favorites, which ones aren't. But I will say one of my favorites. We were in a session on Thursday afternoon, and we were just chit chatting with everybody. And somebody points out, "You've got a tag on your badge that says your quilt is in the show, and underneath it, it says that you want a ribbon. Tell us about your quilt." And he starts telling us about his quilt. He shows us a picture, and we are just blown away by the picture. When I got to see the quilt, I was completely blown away. Just amazed at the fact that you can do something like this with fabric. And it just looked incredible. So that's probably one of my favorites in the show. There is no easy way just to say, I really like that. I like that. Like, even trying to do categories, I would be here for a while. I took a large number of photos and I have put them in a handful of videos that I published over the weekend so that I can share with them. But that wasn't even all the quilts that were available at QuiltCon to look at. So there's no central way except to buy the QuiltCon book, which I'm still thinking about buying. I haven't looked to see what the price is yet. But that's available, I think, in April. It's an on-demand print, so I don't know if it's you can purchase it at any point in the future, or if you have until the time to purchase it. You'll have to look at the Modern Quilt Guild for that information. But I do have a handful of pictures that I took that were not quilts in the show. Uh, there's not many of them, but I will be inserting them right here. So now let's get to the important stuff that everyone wants to know. What did I buy? I'm going to start out by saying I don't remember where I bought most of these things. Um, yeah, there were so many vendors and again so much stimulation going on that it was difficult for me to focus. If I remember where I bought it, I will let you know. If I don't remember where I bought it, I'm not even going to make a comment. So if you put a comment in the if you make a comment in the comments below that says where did you get such and such, the answer is going to be probably I don't know. If I have the information on the kit, I will actually, share that and stuff with you, what levels I can. But you're going to get what I have. I'm going to start out with the first. I'm going to start out first with the books that I bought. This book is called Quilts of Iceland. I know I got this from GE Designs because that's on there. This book was needed to be purchased for a couple of the kits that I purchased there. So hopefully I remember which kits were the ones I purchased there. It's probably the ones without a pattern. Gudrun, I loved her stuff. There was one kit that my friend Stephanie wanted, but they were sold out of. And there was one of the kits that we bought the last ones of. The second thing that I purchased for books was this book, which is Retro Curved Pieced Quilts. This started when I saw a pattern on the wall of cassette tapes. And I went there and I said, tell me more about this pattern. And the lady said that it's an individual pattern. They sold out of it, but it was written to be part of this book. And the reason why it was written to be part of this book, if I can find it real quick, is because this pattern is in there. So it was supposed to go in with the records, and the publisher apparently thought it didn't fit properly with it. I'm not certain why. I saw this pattern as well, which made me like, I really want this book. I've got a few things that I'm like, this will be pretty good. And my favorite part is the templates are available for download. So I don't have to go in and try to cut out all these templates for that. I did purchase the cassette pattern. It should arrive Friday. So if I remember over the weekend to share a different picture or different look of the cassette quilt, I will. I did purchase a hat for QuiltCon. I'm not huge on wearing hats, but occasionally it's like I want to wear a hat. I have my college cap that I usually wear, but if I can go out and say, I'm a QuiltCon nerd, I will. This pattern I know I got from Villa Rosa because this is a Villa Rosa pattern. Yeah. It was just basically the colors in the kit that I really liked. And Villa Rosa patterns go together very easy and quick. So that was one of my Villa Rosas. I got the t-shirt. Everything is just a hodgepodge. So I apologize as an organization. I threw everything in a bag so I can weigh it all. So everything is coming out based on the way that it was weighed. This one is another Villa Rosa called Switcheroo. And just the fabrics again, the brightness, and just gorgeous colors. Loved it. Everything is just bright, beautiful. Let's see. Oh, I got the fanny pack from QuiltCon. And they said there was something in here. Oh, I got a QuiltCon pin in here. Come on, focus. There we are. So that is in there. Let me make sure there's nothing else in the fanny pack. I wasn't expecting a fanny pack. I was expecting a, bigger sack. But, I got a fanny. It could have a pack. I don't have an English fanny. Oh. This pattern is called Landino from Villarosa. And it's more brights. And that. This orange was really very pretty. Ooh. Another Villarosa called River Queen. This one's got more of like the purples and that fancy designs. Good golly. Hypnotized from Villarosa. This one is one of their panel quilts, it looks like. And the other fabrics in there, and it's got Tula. So that is going to be fun. This kit came from GE Designs. It's called Lupine. This, because of the purples, really loved, and this is the background in it. So this is the one of them that I got the book for. This other one came from GE Designs as well. It was Thor's Hammer. So it's got all the really awesome brights and a dark background. I'm getting down to the bottom of everything. This kit looked like to be a lot of fun. I saw it hanging. This is from Corey Quilts or something like that. Carrie Quilting Company. That's what it is. Oh, it says it right here. Right here. Here too. This is going to be a lot of fun to put together. I loved the sample that they had hanging up. Yeah, that's what that says. It's a little zipper holder. I love this one. Leave sparkles wherever you go. That's why I don't play with glitter. Always be yourself unless you can be a unicorn. The baddest socks. I bought this because it was really cute, even though I don't really need more clips. Part of the Modern Quilt Guild stuff that they had was rulers, and then if you put them together, which it produces almost like a cool purple, but it's an orange and a blue. When I was at the Carey Quilting Company, I saw this, which was a shiny ruler. And I said, "How much is this?" And she goes, "Because of how much you bought, it's free." Then there was a shop called Sweet Tea Designs. And I bought some patterns. I bought a number of patterns. This one is called Scrapbooking. This one is called Graham's Garden. Flying Colors. This one looked a lot of fun. Ballpark. Spinning Crazy. This one looked like it was a lot of fun. and mixing bowl. Their stuff was buy two, get one half off, which meant if I bought five, I got one free. I think that's the math. So there was that. There was also tons of stickers available. In fact, one of the shops had, if you showed a quilting tattoo, they gave you a free sticker. So my quilting tattoo paid off and got me a free sticker. The stickers in here are. Let me get. Come on. Come on. It is this sticker, which looked pretty fun. This one says, "Have you heard quilters are sexy?" And fabric. So those are fun. Just a little, thank you for, having awesome quilting tattoos. I also bought this window thing there because I'm not going to go get a free sticker and not purchase anything. And then I got a ton of stickers. Some of these were just given out by folks at QuiltCon, and some I purchased. So I have no idea which one of these are purchases, which of these are gifts. This one says sociopath. Oh yeah, this one is a lot of fun. I think this is a Christmas present. I got this that says QuiltCon 2024. Come on, focus. There we go. This one that says QuiltCon. Come on, you can focus. Maybe if I take my face out of the picture. Another cute block that says a bunch of blocks for QuiltCon. Squirrel! That's a card. Oh yeah, this is from one of the quilt designers at the show. Debbie does quilts. She had a 3D quilt in there. I got a flutterby. This sticker, which says it's on its own. This is a card I have. You got this. Cool sticker from Crimson Tate. My weapons of choice. Except, nobody needs to be using my fabric scissors for any of that. And then this sticker, body type, clearly not one to turn down a taco. So that, I think, is everything that I bought. It was a lot of stuff. A whole lot of fun. I do recommend going to QuiltCon at least once. The important thing to know is it's not traditional piecing for the most part in the quilt show, but it's just like if you go sculpting versus graffiti versus Bob Ross paintings. All three are all gorgeous in their own right, but they're in different categories. So you can't compare, the Bob Ross painting to the graffiti, and you can't compare the graffiti to the sculpture because they are all in their own categories. So I had to just keep telling myself I can't compare myself to these quilters because what I do is just a completely different style of artwork. They're both incredible. I appreciate that my stuff is incredible. I appreciate that everything that was shown at QuiltCon is incredible. I just can't try to say, I'm completely inferior because my stuff doesn't look like their stuff because they're in just different categories. And that's one thing that I had to just keep telling myself through it. I loved all the art. I loved all the art. I loved all the art. And the vendors were a lot of fun. It was a different set of vendors this year as last year for QuiltCon. Um, I really liked the vending this year as opposed to last year. Um, just because, like I said, it was a different set of vendors, and these just hit a lot more. I didn't make any purchases last year, and I think most of what my rule is if I can't buy it locally, I will buy it at the show. Even though I know a lot of the shows are it's their own small businesses coming in, but I would prefer to buy local small business if I can. So most of what I saw last year, I was able to buy at my local shops, and I just like I don't want to buy stuff. Most of everything that I saw this year, I couldn't get locally. I could not source locally, so that's why I bought them. I haven't decided if I'm going to go to Phoenix next year. Partly because it's a 4+ hour plane trip, and I have no idea what my ADHD would do with that at this point. I've done it a few times, but just the excitement of QuiltCon coming in. So we will see. I've got until November to really decide because that's when tickets go on sale. So we will see what happens for next year. But this gives you an idea of what I saw this year at QuiltCon, and like I said, I loved every minute of it, even though blinders had to be put on every now and then to try to minimize the insanity. But it was still a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, you can leave a comment, a like, a subscribe, all that other fun stuff. And until next time, keep stitching.